just, boom, here we go. Off to the races.
I mean, I had body cam of the whole incident as well, so
So that was going to be my first question. Do you know if that body cam footage has been preserved? Because, yours was, I believe that occurred on, let's see here, was it May 31st?
yeah, I believe the whole thing was recorded, was highlighted, set aside.
Perfect, all right. I don't believe I saw that in the police report. I'm double checking it right now.
I'll find out. I'm pretty sure I sent it through to Craigdale.
All right. All right. So, can you walk me through a little bit that day when you first came into contact with Mr. Elliot?
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, that was the kind of the final day before of an ongoing thing for a week or so. We kept getting the 911 calls and body parts showing up everywhere.
That's right. What did that? Did the body? Remember when you told me about Jazz? Did the body that was found at the Weasel news station ended up being one of his victims?
I believe it was, yeah. Pretty sure, was it... Actually, speaking of, just let me quickly, let me just jump in the radio.
Oh, yeah, no, go for it, because I know Legs has been the only LEO around for a little bit.
Yeah, he's the only one on.
Dispatch 210, show me 1041. Copy that, 210, show me 1041, 0206. Show me 10-6 out at Mission Road with the investigator. 10-4, same time stamp.
All right, sorry about that.
Yeah, not a problem. So this would have been... I'm sorry, my notes are being very laggy today.
No, that's all right. That's all right.
I believe the incident in question occurred on the 31st of May. He was arrested subsequently on June 2nd.
Yeah, it was only a couple days later. That's right.
Okay.
I was still in hospital at the time.
Right.
When he was scooped up, but yeah, look, the day that it happened, there was I think a 311 call or a 911 call down at the pier. Yeah, I think it was for a hit and run, just somebody that had run into the back of his car, or back of the complainant's car, and then had taken off. When I got there, the car was kind of ruined at the back and at the front. And as I was inspecting it, he told me that somebody had I can't remember if he said a sniper or some kind of gun that was on me from the roof of a building nearby. And if I made any move, then that obviously I would get shot.
Okay.
At that point, he told me to take my radio off very slowly, hand it to him, and then and to climb into the back of the trunk of his car. I complied. He had a knife in his hand at the time as well. I complied, got into the back, and we went for a drive that felt like it was for hours. It turns out it was probably only maybe 20 minutes or so. He took me up into the hills somewhere.
And the guy that was driving, that was Mr. Elliot?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was him,
All
Mr.
right.
Elliot.
Did he identify himself to you, or give you any? Was there anything that was memorable that he talked to you about as he drove you around?
He mentioned Craigdale many times, from memory. It was a while ago, so
I know it was the day after.
The body cam's probably going to be the best thing for this, but I remember him specifically talking about Craigdale and wanting wanting him. Apparently, Craigdale owed him money, or the LSPD owed him money, or Craigdale was going to be killed. And I guess from there he took it as a... I don't know, he took it very personally. That's how it came across, as very personal.
Did he ever talk about somebody named R? Or mention any names that began with R?
I don't believe so, not that I can remember. He may have used the term we, potentially, instead of just me or I. But again, it was so long ago.
All right, and where was this hit and run located on the pier? This is the Del Perro Pier, I take it.
It was, yeah, the Del Perro Pier. Well, it was in the car park just down from the Del Perro Pier. So, in the
parking lot, that if you're driving down the pier, it's going to be to the left of the Big Puffa fish taco place.
It's the north. No, it's the northern parking lot. So the one that's the cement one.
The cement one down by the stairs. Okay.
Yep.
And can you describe the vehicle that he was driving? Do you recall what make and model it was?
It was a black Stania or a black four-door sedan. It was either a four-door sedan or a station wagon. I think it might have been a Stania. My body cam caught the plate and everything. I'm pretty sure.
All right, perfect. I'll go back and review that. When that vehicle left the scene, when it left the parking lot, do you recall, did he go out the normal way or did he drive down the beach? You know, the normal way would be past that.
I believe he drove.
There's a kind of a government-built power building, I think, on the left-hand side as you're going out.
Yeah. Yeah, so the way that I came in was underneath the pier, and then into the parking lot. He went north along the beach, but on it's like a walking path, you know, a footpath.
Okay, and where did he come out? Was it there's a parking lot that's north of the row of townhouses there, connected to Great Ocean? Is that where he came out there?
Sure he came out there.
And then did he head north on Great Ocean?
From memory, I think he took a left on Great Ocean and then a right up past the cemetery.
Okay, so he actually cut into town past the cemetery by the Hill Valley Church there, and
I believe so. The thing is though, let me think. You know what, Mr. Dorfman, apologies. I actually can't remember which way he took. I was stuffed in the trunk.
That's all right. So you were actually in the trunk, not in the vehicle itself. In the okay.
Yeah, that's right.
No, that's fine. I can understand.
Yep.
It's a pretty traumatic experience, and I can understand.
Yeah.
I mean, it's having gone through similar types of events myself. I get it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sorry about that. It was like I said, the drive itself felt like it was a long time.
All right. So he got you to get into the trunk, and then he drove you around for a long time. And then where did he let you out at? Do you recall?
It was up in the hills on a dirt road. It felt like it may have been kind of up towards the college. think maybe I may have seen a college, but it was up where all the mansions are in the hills.
All right, so it's a dirt road up by where the mansions are in the hills. How do I?
Yep. That's right. You know the mansions that are they're kind of on stilts. The ones that are they're on like the mountain edge.
Yeah, I got you. The ones that are facing to the west, like by. Are you talking about the ones that are overlooking the college, or the ones facing to the west? Kind of over the mountain from the vineyard.
It's a little further east. It's definitely it's not all the way up into the hills. It's in Rockford Hills.
Okay, all right. I could probably take a drive up there. I bet I could.
Yeah.
Might be able to find something there. The reason I ask if you knew is because anything else that we get, like camera footage from another angle, it's just another layer of evidence that dispels any kind of reasonable doubt, in the mind of the judge and the jury.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Let me just quickly check, and I'll confirm that my body cam was recorded. Yeah, it was definitely recorded. I'll email it through to you if you'd like.
Yeah, that'd be great if you could send that over to me. That'd be fantastic. At least we'll have the initial, and the judge can clearly see that initial interaction. Do you?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And I apologize for asking this, but do you have the body cam footage of when he stabbed you, when he stabbed you in the throat? Good morning, Hein Walters.
Yeah, that body cam will show from the start till I got to the hospital.
Okay, perfect. All right.
That has everything on there.
All right. I mean, attempted murder on an LEO is not a light sentence. Did he mention any reason why he was, removing body parts? That seemed very odd to me. It didn't make much in the way of sense.
Not really. No, his primary thing was getting money. That like his whole thing was he wanted to get his money. He wanted to get it now.
Did he mention an amount of money that he felt like the city or the state owed him?
I think from memory it may have been 50,000. Again, though, it'll definitely be in that footage, but I think it may have been 50.
All right. Were you involved in any of the other investigations regarding Mr. Elliot?
No, not me.
I was mainly.
I flew out of town shortly after that.